Hey guys, this is Matt Core from ctrl+paint.com, and today let's keep talking about painting things that glow. Now, this effect here has a really nice look. Here I've got just some birds. I want them to look like they're being hit by a beam of light, or maybe they're magical, but whatever it is, they've got this kind of orange glow around the edge. Now this is an outer glow layer style. So you can see here it's just a single outer glow set to linear dodge, and I've picked this kind of reddish color. And I've adjusted the settings to taste, and here I'm happy with the result. But what if you want more birds? So you might duplicate this a bunch of times, make some bigger ones, some smaller ones. What starts happening is you have a very complicated layer stack. You have an individual layer style on each of these birds. Sometimes you might need this for very particular reasons, but almost every time what you want to do is to apply that layer style to a group. So here I'm going to copy the layer style that I like and then paste it to an empty group. And then I'm going to clear the layer style on my birds. So now the birds are normal until I put them into the group, and now they have the layer style. Just to show what's really happening here, I'm going to make a new layer in the group and just make a solid color. So you can see even this square is receiving that glow. And so are the birds. They all receive the single outer glow from the group's layer style. This is really nice. This means that I have some real flexibility here. I can duplicate the birds, make as many as I want, big ones, small ones, whatever it is. And then I can change one area, this single layer style. Maybe I don't like red. We'll say what I really wanted was yellow. Okay, that's nice. It immediately cascades down to all of the group elements. This is really powerful. It's got a huge efficiency here. Now, it's important to understand exactly how this works because, you want to get the most out of it. So as an example, I'm going to make just a square here with color, and I'm going to paste that layer style. So just like before, this is not in the group. In fact, I'm going to make it red just to make it obviously different. If I were to duplicate this, just like I duplicated those birds in the first place, when the two overlap, you can see they each have a glow. Okay, it's because each layer has an outer glow layer style. Well, if instead I were to bring this, I'll clear the layer style, and I'm going to bring this into that group. Okay, so now the squares with the birds. If I duplicate this one that's in the group and put it on top of itself, you can see there's no overlap happening. Here again, this is out of the group. Clearly there's an overlap. If it's in the group, they don't each get a full outline of a glow. What's actually happening is the group looks at all of the elements and pretends they are flattened down onto a single layer. And then it applies whatever effect you have to the combined result of all of those layers. So if you were to actually get in real close, anywhere these birds overlap, we don't have this effect happening, which is really nice. In fact, a lot of cases when you're painting, that's what you want. So let's look at one final example here of this lightning ball. And this is going to be maybe a little more obvious of why this is powerful. Because with birds, it was, a bunch of obviously individual elements, a bunch of birds. Here, what I'm going to be using as individual elements are temp layers. So if I were to paint lightning, I might want to have big brush strokes and erase away, the way I normally paint. So I might make a new layer and paint in here, make a new layer again and paint. The beauty of this system is that all of these temp layers don't have those overlapping glows. They are all essentially combined together before the glow is applied. So I can hide all these group elements and I can move them around individually, do whatever I want. They are all receiving the glow uniformly. So when it comes to painting effects or anything that's sort of magical in nature, I love doing this effect because I have the total freedom of painting with individual strokes, making new layers, painting whatever kind of elements I want to, and only at the very end is the glow applied to the entire stack. And then of course I have the ability to change just one place. I can change the color of the glow or whatever I want it to be. So really it's a very powerful system. And if you want to paint glowing elements, you might actually prefer having the effect on the group, not on the individual layer. So I encourage you to try it out on your own and really see what the difference is. I think you're going to use this a lot. Thanks for coming to the site, guys.